I'm still blowing a little bit too much oil out of there, I think. Of course, it's a little different with the silver paint. This silver heat paint that is 2,000 degrees ceramic paint, okay. Now that other paint was shit, that 500 degree paint. This stuff is the bomb. I mean, it almost like it's been baked on there. Of course, there has to be a damn airplane go off every time I come around here. It's starting to rain. Now what I've done is, this is a good video for creative thinking and trying to solve a problem. I've taken off all the nuts and bolts on the front cover here, Kickstarter, and the variator cover, and I'm looking at my clutch belt. Looks okay. I'm looking at my now I haven't touched this before, okay, this is all virgin. Now I'm looking at my belt. My belt looks okay, and then there seems to be something, I don't know, maybe it's me, but see that? That's from not torquing it on there. But that's just one of the things that happens. We want to pull the drive face off. Okay, and we want to turn it over and look at it. And this is very important about these drive faces. Now this is a standard old face, but if the belt were slipping very badly, then it would leave a burn mark on here. There's no burn mark. My problem is, on this nut right here, that I did not use enough of this Permatex high strength thread locker, which is a red, kind of like a cyanide, not cyanide, but crazy glue stuff. There is red and there's blue. The red is kind of dangerous because if you put it on, you have to heat it up really good, like with a hairdryer or a blowtorch, to get it off. So I'm noticing no other problems. My belt looks okay down here. It's up here. I don't see any belt stretches here. We turn this over and we look. And remember, this is all perfectly clean. And I can see a line of, this silver was all perfectly silver in here. I can see a line of a little bit of black rubber. That's the belt disintegrating, which it always does. And here it's rubbed a little bit here. It's rubbed a little bit right there. And this is where the ticking was happening. See, this is your Kickstarter, which when you kick this gear, it moves towards the camera, towards me, a little bit, and engages the gear on the other side here. But when it's loose, this Kickstarter will hit on the nut right there. If we turn this over. And what happens when the nut gets loose right here is it will come out here and tick on this. Tick, 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 tick. Right here. So that was a problem. Everything else looks good. Temperature's running good. This Sudco carburetor is worth every penny. It's really just a fine-tuned Yoko's copy, and this was well over $200 for this. Well, I really like it. I mean, I like the Yokos too. I have no problem with the Yokos for the money, but this Sudco, it just really gives me a more fine-tuned response. Now, I don't run an air cleaner because I'm not going to run it in any place where there's dust. Not like four-wheeling or motocross. Remember, there are a lot of people that run their snowmobiles up in the mountains. They don't use air cleaners. There is no dust up there in all that snow, that clear air. So I'm running it without it. I've ran it without it. It's a little bit louder. I kind of like the loudness. But that's the first adjustment that I'm going to have to make. And these adjustments are made all the time because that's what this motor does. This motor vibrates and puts out probably 3 times as much power as a stock one or more. I don't know. I've never had it on a dyno. But it puts out a tremendous amount of power. And that's the fun of the bikes, is just to experiment and play with them. So that's my first problem, and I'll get that fixed today.